This is Thermopylae on the coast of mainland Greece. In August 480 BC, a Greek army of only 7,000 men, led by King Leonidas and 300 Spartans, fought here against a 250,000 strong invasion force led by Xerxes, the king of Persia. In 480 BC, Xerxes crossed the Hellespont and moved his army down through northern Greece, while the Persian fleet sailed along the coast. City after city fell. But Xerxes' goal was Athens. The Greeks had to stop him at all costs, and they had to do it here at Thermopylae. The Greek name Thermopylae means hot gates. The place was famous for its hot springs. It sent an army of 7,000 men to hold the pass. They were joined by 300 soldiers from the city of Sparta. This city-state provided a stark contrast to democratic cosmopolitan Athens. Spartans were educated to be soldiers, nothing else. From the age of 7, all Spartan boys trained for war. The army was their life. Even when married, the Spartan men had to live in barracks.
Sparta was a small town. It had no more than 9,000 peers, full Spartan citizens at any one time. So this army, everybody knew everybody else. If you were standing in formation, your brother might be over there, a couple of ranks behind. Your father might be over here. Your cousins would be over there.
They provided the leadership, they provided the spearhead, they provided the backbone. In every respect, their presence was what made Thermopylae what it was.
Each man carried a shield shaped like a shallow wooden bowl. Painted on the face of the shield was the Greek letter lambda for Lacedaemon, the Spartan homeland. The main weapon was a thrusting spear wielded overarm. 8 foot long with an ash shaft, a leaf-shaped iron head and a bronze butt spike. In close combat they drew the short sword, the xiphos. By contrast, King Xerxes' Persian army was lightly armed. These men were trained for fast-moving warfare on open plains. Xerxes relied heavily on the Medes, who were deadly archers. But pride of place went to his household troops, the 10,000 men of the Immortals.
The Immortals were the cream of the Persian army. They were recruited as an elite. The term immortal was the Greek one, which they used because they believed that every time one of the 10,000 was killed, instantly in reserve there was another guy waiting just to step into his place.
Leonidas stood with his Spartans at the narrowest point in the pass, with the 7,000 Greek troops deployed behind them. They defended a low wall. Meanwhile, Xerxes drew up his army on the flat ground at the entrance to the pass.
A lone scout rider got sent by the Persians up to where the Spartans were waiting before the battle. And some of the Spartans were out there doing their gymnastics. They were oiled up and they were combing their hair. And the rider it just blew his mind. What were these guys doing? How could they be so blasé? And of course what they really were doing was psyching themselves up to fight to the death.
On the 5th day, his patience ran out. Xerxes had a throne set up on a nearby hill. From several hundred feet above, he ordered his troops into action. From their vantage point, the Greeks could only see a few thousand. But this was merely the advance party for a force of 10,000 Medes which wound round behind the mountain. Leonidas held back his Spartans and ordered the Greek troops forward. The Battle of Thermopylae had begun. It would not be the walkover that Xerxes imagined.